Hello and welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers, where last time we faced off against a horrifying demon monster that looked a hell of a lot like Ursula, and today we are going to be heading to the next city on our summer road trip adventure, but first, we have a little decision to make, because we are going to the Ferris wheel for a night of fun times and happiness, and I deliberately broke off the episode when I did, because I was not ready to make the choice of who exactly I wanted to bring with me on the Ferris wheel, because as we recall, during our scumbag route in Persona 5 Royal, the Ferris wheel was the place we took everybody. Every girl we dated in Persona 5 Royal, we always took them to the Ferris wheel as just part of our routine. It's like, ah yes, you are also one of the people that I am dating, because I have donned the scumbag hat and am dating as many people as possible, and this is the spot that I bring everybody to. So yeah, we got to make a good choice here, and what I've decided actually might throw you for a loop. Gonna throw a curveball your way. You might think that I would take, well, obviously the one I would want to take would be the only person who is not in this game, because apparently it follows the continuity of Persona 5 Base Edition and not Persona 5 Royal. So that's lovely, but, you know, can't bring her. You might think I'd bring Makoto. That is not what we're going to do. We are going to bring Ryuji, and the only reason why is because I feel like we kind of neglected him a little bit recently. Well, not recently, because in the game we were kind of railroaded into who we get to spend time with. But in Persona 5, so much of my time was dedicated to spending time with the people we needed to in order to unlock the royal content, and then outside of that, it was Makoto. It was just trying to make sure the scumbag group was on track. Ryuji kind of got left in the dust, so I kind of want to make it up to him and spend time with Ryuji today. Of course, knowing this game, it may not be an option because, you know, they don't let you date Ryuji in Persona 5 for some stupid reason, so for all I know, he may not even be an option, but I'm hoping he is. Please prove me wrong, game. Where is Ryuji, actually? Where can I find Ryuji? Okay, he's over there. He's fraternizing with the enemy over towards the bottom of the screen. All right, let's get over there. Ryuji, I can't go this way. I'm trapped in by the hedge. And now I'm trapped in by chairs. Lovely. Great. Okay, let's move. Ryuji, come out to play. I have a surprise for you. I'm taking you to the Ferris wheel. Now get away from the enemy. Stop fraternizing with the enemy. You are not welcome here. Hey, Ryuji. Yo, is Gramps back yet? Thankfully not.
Use your assistance.
It would be nice if we could look around the city in the meantime. What are your plans? You're gonna ride the Ferris wheel? What? Riding the Ferris wheel with just the guy. I have to take Yusuke too? What is this bullshit? Really? Really? So Ryuji is an option to take on the Ferris wheel, but I have to bring on this shithead in the meantime. I have to drag the baggage of Yusuke onto the... What is this bullshit? Oh, piss off. Okay, fine. I guess we're not doing that then. So who else are we gonna... Alright, so in that case, our choices are Futaba, An, Haru, or Makoto. I wasn't prepared to have to make a backup choice. I was kind of locked into going with Ryuji no matter what. I genuinely was not prepared for this. Okay, so I'm gonna discount Makoto immediately, only because we spent so much time with her in Persona 5 because she was the one well, she wasn't the one we ended up committing to. With the one we actually ended up committing to on Valentine's Day was Sumire, but she was one of the people who we actually ended up dating. An, we accidentally dated, which is what kickstarted the scumbag route, so we'll also discount her. It's between Haru and Futaba. And I'm gonna go with Futaba just because this chapter was all about Haru, so I want to show Futaba some attention. Okay, there we go. That was my on-the-spot impromptu decision that I made, having not been prepared to make it because I was prepared to go with Ryuji, but unfortunately to take Ryuji, I also gotta take Yusuke. Thanks, game. All right, let's go. I said let's go. There's nothing to do until Sakichi gets back. You got any plans? I can ride the Ferris wheel with Futaba? Sure, why not? Oh, if we got a Ferris wheel here, we gotta go. I feel like we could just look up and see if they had a Ferris wheel here, but, you know, I guess you didn't know. That is a very architecturally pleasant Ferris wheel. That's like a Skytram from Tomorrowland. This genuinely looks like something you'd see in a sci-fi utopian movie, not a cheap carnival Ferris wheel somewhere. Look at that! Look at how much space you have in addition to the the actual aesthetics of the surrounding cage. Okay? I was not expecting this luxury. A pair of young teens riding chairs and words are hard. A pair of young teens sharing a Ferris wheel ride. Could this be you know what? Well, Futaba, you would know the answer to that question if the continuity had picked up from where we left off, but it didn't. It sure didn't, because Futaba was one of the people who we brought along scumbag route with, but the game doesn't remember that, because obviously it doesn't share your save data, and even if it did, I don't have it on, I have Persona 5 Royal and Persona 5 Strikers on 2 different consoles, so, great, lovely. What do you think? Why are you trying to make me say it? I asked first. Well, whatever the case, thanks for the invite. I can't believe I'm riding a Ferris wheel in the city at night. I guess you know what's in store for you, huh? It sure would be awkward if you already rode in the Ferris wheel in a different game at night. That'd be awkward if that were the case. Not that that would have ever happened in it for any reason. I've been freaking out a little bit lately. I've experienced so much since I left my room. I mean, look at me on an amazing cross-country road trip. Yeah, one day you're in your room playing video games all day. The next, you're fighting a giant god. Just as is life sometimes. If everything's going so great that it just makes me worried. I keep thinking, what if this is just a dream and it all goes away in an instant? Want me to pinch you? No, I already pinched myself enough to regret it. Everything ought to be fine. We're busy enough with the case that I shouldn't be worrying about silly stuff like that anyway. With all the stuff we got on our plate, I don't have the time to freak out. And I don't even need to with everyone's support. That includes Sojiro too, but most of all, you. Oh, look, so pretty. Ooh, ah. That was awkward. We enjoyed the Sapporo evening view together. Yay, I got bond points. Well, I didn't get points. I increased my bond a little bit. Whoop-de-doo. You know, I was really looking forward to going up there with Ryuji. Why did... It's like the game is... fuck off, you too. It's like the game is trying to test me. And it's like, oh, so in Persona 5 Royal, Ryuji wasn't an option? Ah, well, guess what? This time we will make him an option. But if you want to spend time with Ryuji, well, guess what? You gotta spend time with Yusuke too. So I hope you like Yusuke, or else you're gonna get fucked. Oh wait, does he not like Yusuke? Well, how about that? Granted, I'll say this much: I'd rather spend time with Yusuke than this turd. So. There's that, I guess.
All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma. Come on, don't give me that look. Here, I at least got her smartphone.
Now that's what I want to see. After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Kyoto, Natsume, Alice, all three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces. You can try to convince me that all you want, game, but the structure is still the same. It's a distinction without a difference.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo. Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we've found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, Why would traumatic memories the Monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist? No, it's nastier than that. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the Monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the Monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance. Huh, I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Our first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
You have a call from Ichinose.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know.
Yep. She still sounds weird. That has not changed.
So, I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech, not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice. Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public, and when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that?
I cannot like, I know I went on a whole rant about this before, and a conspiracy prediction involving her backstory that I'm still pretty confident about, but it doesn't make it any less weird to listen to.
So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information? Oh, is that praise I hear? You mean I did a good job? Woohoo! Go me! Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
The more I hear her talk and the more I actually listen to the things she's saying, the more I'm starting to believe the conspiracy theory that I spoke about when we met up with her last.
So what did Ichigo
And
say
once
about-
again, Futala's hair is clipping through the ceiling.
Okinawa?
Crystal clear waters?
Shisa statues? Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
That's not what I was expecting.
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. we may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going, but Kokujima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious Feathermobile? We've taken it all this way!
That's what you're naming this thing?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a second. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well... Oh.
You got hung up on.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Wow. That was a conversation.
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Oh, do you now?
Kyoto? Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff.
God, you are such a bad... You know, you think in your field you need to be at least a somewhat decent liar, and you are currently failing miserably at it. You just suck so bad. Also, given how you treated us, you have some guts to say, yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to help me make a stop along the way. Like, oh boy, howdy. Also, that was the fastest reverse in history from we're taking a plane, despite the fact that earlier I went on about not taking public transportation, to now it's like, hey, road trip, yeah!
After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance, even to Kyoto.
Not to worry. I'll do the driving.
No, you won't. You absolutely will not.
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
Wait, did I miss... Hold on, did I miss something? How did I miss it? Wait, whoa, how did you jump to this conclusion exactly? How did you... So how did... Whoa, okay, whoa. Okay, so we went from... That's quite a distance to he'll do the driving, to which I said, no, you absolutely will not. I would trust Elmo to do a better job at driving this thing than you will. Also, I'd prefer that you not even be in the car. I guess we can tie you to the roof. That's the only way I'll let you come with me, is if we tie you to the roof. If we do that, you can tag along. Other than that, no, and you are certainly not getting behind the wheel. But how did you go from here to... Wait, Makoto's been doing all the driving? Like, we skipped a few steps here.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
I don't know what it is. We'll take it over Zenkichi.
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
That's not that bad.
21
I mean, well...
hours? Are you nuts?
Well, okay, hold on. So to drive that straight would be obviously a bit of a drive. But if you split it up, if you divvy it up, that's not as far as I expected it to be.
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
But apparently horrible at lying.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
All right, then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
I don't know if that's... if you're an officer of the law, shouldn't you be aiming for getting us there under the speed limit and on a record time? But, okay. Head out as soon as we're ready, make sure you leave nothing undone. How about I leave everything undone, because screw the side quest, we're going to the next city. Let's get over to the hideout. I'm not... I've seen what these side quests are, and I've read some comments from people telling me that, in fact, the side quests only get worse from here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no thank you, and we're just gonna go to the next city. See you later, everybody. Are we heading out? Yes, we are. Okay, we're off to Okinawa. Ready? Hurry up and take a seat. One of your requests about to be voided. I don't care. Go. Why are we letting him drive again? Like, seriously, can't we just call in Kermit the Frog or someone to come drive the RV for us? I would rather have Kermit the Frog be our driver. He drove cross-country in the first Muppet movie. At least trust... Actually, no, well... I guess technically Fozzie Bear was the one behind the wheel, and then Kermit rode his bike until he met up with him. You get my point. Let's get a Muppet up here. Why is he behind the wheel?
Don't worry about me. You just get some sleep. We've still got a long way to
I'm not sleeping a wink while you're behind that wheel.
You kids don't need to be worrying over an adult like that. This is nothing for me.
Okay. I don't care how old you are. Time is time for everybody. And if I'm to believe you're gonna drive 21 hours straight, then I'm gonna say, no, you're not. You're taking a break. You're gonna fall asleep behind the wheel, you're gonna crash, and get us all killed. Get your ass out of that front seat, and get Makoto up there. Like, this is the... Ay. I guess not. So, when I went to Universal with Forget 45 over the summer, she drove there. Like, she drove the two of us there, but by the time we were done, she was so dead tired that she just... I drove us home, and she fell asleep in the car ride home. But that's... The drive was not 21 hours long. So, if you're driving... That's why we didn't have to switch off. But if you're gonna drive 21 hours anywhere even approaching that far away, for that long of a drive, you take breaks. If you, for some reason, don't trust Makoto to drive, which is laughable, then at least pull over to a rest stop or a motel or something so you don't fall asleep behind the wheel and get us all killed. Duh!
To be fair, you are an excellent driver. The RV tends to shake a lot more when I'm behind the wheel.
I may not look it, but I used to patrol in a squad car. Driving's second nature to me at this point.
Why is that something to brag about? That should just be everyone. Every human who has their license, driving should be second nature. Wait, he can drive. That's impressive. He can operate a vehicle. Wow, how impressive.
Yep, every day. Back when I manned the police boxes.
How tough is it, being police?
Well, it sure ain't easy.
I sure hope you're not going to try to make me care about him. That would be hysterical.
Oh, right. You're studying to become some police bigwig, aren't you, Nijima?
Yes, but I've only just begun.
Wouldn't really recommend it myself. This job's nothing but hell. Your hours are a mess. You get transferred all over the place. Anything goes down at the scene, you get blamed.
Oh, cry me a river.
Maybe so, but my heart's set on it, no matter how tough it may be. Thank you.
Well, if your heart's set, then do what you gotta do. But as your future senior, I'll share this. The harder you work, the more you wind up putting the people in your life on the back burner. Criminals don't care about your schedule. Tragedies don't care. You'll barely see your own home. Sit on that for a bit. Then decide if the force is right for you.
Well, I am already quite aware. And speaking of, don't you have any family waiting for you at home?
Good question. Aw, can it? Just mind your own business.
Okay, Seikichi, you don't get to pry into Makoto's. You just 1 minute ago just got on Makoto's ass about what she wants to do with her future. You were just where is this stupid line? Oh right, you're studying to become some police bigwig. You do not get to tell me to mind my own business while you're prying into our occupational careers and dreams. Kindly piss yourself right out of the window.
Let's just say you've got to think about yourself before you can worry about anyone else.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
What's up now?
You just reminded me of my father, is all. He was an officer, too. Unfortunately, he lost his life on duty.
I see.
He took his job a lot more seriously than you seem to, but...
Oh my god.
You two are actually quite similar.
We are not so different, you and I.
Comparing him to me? So, Nijima, when you were little, your old man probably wasn't home often either, was he? How'd you feel about that?
By chance, is the next chapter going to be the Makoto chapter? Just on a hunch.
Well, in retrospect, I'm very proud.
Wait, hold on. Did he do it again? Did he do it again? He did it again! He did it again! This man has no self-awareness. You can't. You just got done saying mind your own business, and now you're like, so, Makoto, your old man probably wasn't home often. How'd you feel about your dad not being around all that much?
My father was an officer who acted on his beliefs all the way to the end. He taught me that his duty was to keep people from being hurt. It may just be his influence on me, but I think becoming an officer is still an admirable path in life.
If only that were always true. Our ability to help is restrained. The shrewder and more malicious the target, the less we can actually serve them justice. Held back by superiors, held back by the red tape, held back by all sorts of laws. The only thing the police do is obey orders, even when they involve total injustice or an absence of human logic. Basically, the cops I see every day are nothing but a bunch of spineless dogs. And that includes when I'm looking in the mirror. I'm a lot more loyal to my master than I look. But anyway, that wasn't what I was getting at. I meant, when you were still just a kid, how did you feel about your dad rarely being home, Nijima?
I swear, this man has absolutely no self-awareness.
Oh, when I was younger? I did understand that it was part of his job, but I do remember missing him still. But at least I always had my sister with me.
I see. Sorry to
Did
bother
you?
with all that. You guys had better get to sleep already.
Your sister wasn't all that far off in terms of not being around all that much. In fact, she was out of the house more often than not, and didn't seem to care for you at all until the Phantom Thieves came along, when she was I think we need to reiterate how badly she treated Makoto until she had her reformation towards the end of the game, with just no confidence in her, no confidence in her ability to do anything for herself. Just, oh man, that was painful.
If we run into trouble while you're all too tired, I'm the one who'll be in real deep shit.
Well, that sure was a scene. That sure was a scene. Alright, August 14th.
I slept so much that even sleep's boring now. What do?
Well, is anyone feeling peckish yet? Although I suppose we've nearly reached Kyoto.
Come on, Ryuji. Make us laugh.
Don't tell me to perform for you. I ain't some comedian.
Shit, not now.
Oh, don't you answer the phone. Oh, don't even think about it. If you answer that phone, we're getting Makoto behind the wheel immediately, and you'll never be allowed behind it again. Where's the option that says, go on, take it, I dare you?
Don't be stupid. Just answer for me, will you? Make it quick, though. Just say I'm driving, and then I'll call back later.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over just well. What? The caller ID says it's someone named Akane, huh? What is that, like 5 now? We have, okay, so Emma Sky's Japanese name is apparently Akane. We have Akane Owari from Danganronpa. We have Akane Kurashiki from Zero Escape. We have Akane, no last name given, or at least if she did have a last name, I forgot it, from Famicom Detective Club. And now we have Akane from Persona 5 Strikers. Also, this call would have went to voicemail already, but it's okay.
Hello?
It's the ID doesn't say Akane. It says girl named Akane. Yep. Okay.
It's way past noon. Where are you? Don't tell me you forgot what day it is. We were supposed to visit Mom's grave together. Huh? Who is this? Please give him his phone back. Driving? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
What is it? Who's calling?
Is it some kind of emergency?
Why don't you just pull over, Gramps?
Do I hear a bunch of girls with you? What an asshole! You're just out partying right now, aren't you?
Ooh, she sounds pissed.
Oh, you really are the worst! Don't bother coming home again. You don't even deserve to visit Mom's grave.
So she sounds horrible. No, she just sounds like the worst kind of person.
I don't know the details, but is everything alright?
Yeah, sorry about that. Just forget it.
So, who was that anyway?
My daughter?
Daughter? You have one?
Yeah, damn it. Sorry, time to floor it. Hang on to your seats, kids.
Why would... what? Okay. I mean, I would react with more shock, except that her personality falls perfectly in line with someone that would have spawned from Zenkichi, so... yeah, this all checks out to me. Someone who acts that horribly.
Okay, we're in Kyoto city limits. Is this good? I really have to go. Just park this somewhere and check out the temples or something. I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Alright, goodbye, piss off.
Where is their overnight...
What in the heck?
He's been in quite the state since that phone call earlier.
Maybe plans to keep, or something.
Based on my deductions, today seems to be the day Zenkichi's wife passed away. He is due at her grave to pay respects.
Zenkichi-san's wife passed away?
That's why his daughter demanded to know where he was.
Zenkichi. He could have just told us what was going on.
You're right, he could have.
Wasn't the way she was talking to him, like, really bad? Especially for today?
She was enraged by the sound of young female voices. She surmised, "You're just out partying right now, aren't you?"
Whoa. Talk about getting the wrong idea.
That's terrible. We need to go straighten things out with her right away.
Oh, we have to go visit her? Why do we have to do that? She's terrible.
We can't do that. We're the ones who talked him into that whole mess.
I have found only one cemetery in the vicinity. He will be there.
This sounds, yeah, what a stellar plan. Let's go show up unannounced to the grave of our temporary business partner, if you can even call him that, of his deceased wife, where he's visiting with his daughter, who's currently pissed at him in a situation that has nothing to do with us. I'm sure this will go so well, and there won't be any problems at all. What the hell was that running animation?
Sorry, I'm late.
That, I was gonna say it looked like Goofy trying to run, but even that is insulting to Goofy. Like, isn't like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Goofy.
Akane?
I'm not here for excuses. Go have fun with your girls. Goodbye.
Wow, so you're
you
just
understand.
terrible.
I'm on the job right now.
Do not come near me again. Got it? Can't even catch Mom's killer.
Okay, whoa, alright, wow,
Your daughter in the eye? Of course. You refuse to face up to anything.
Oh
The way
my
I see it,
God.
You're no father to me.
Wow.
Well, you know...
They're always just standing there like complete creeps. They're always just standing off screen. Oh my God, this is... Remember last time I mentioned how no one ever notices the Phantom Thieves always standing in a group, just creeping on whatever's happening around them? Oh my God. Oh, that's so funny. They're just standing there like a bunch of Muppets. Oh my God. Oh, I did not think I'd laugh that hard. Oh my God. Okay, wow, so, let's rewind a little bit. Akane's a bitch. No, like, she just sucks so bad. Oh, wow. Yeah, so, look, Zenkichi still sucks. A lot, in fact, and I hate him a lot. But let's...
We really crashed that ship.
Let's run through the laundry list of things that she just said. Okay, not here for excuses. Go have fun with your girls. Goodbye. No context needed there. Don't come near me again. Can't even catch Mom's killer. That's placing blame in the wrong location. You should be focused on the person who killed her, as in, like, that should be where your anger is placed, not towards your father, who, that's not, okay, do you understand how hard it is? I don't even, okay. Can't look a daughter in the eye, freeze face up to anything. He's here right now, trying to explain himself to you, trying to explain what happened and why he was late. You're just the worst. You just suck so bad. God. Like, I was not expecting to meet this much of a colossal bitch today.
She's really eviscerating him.
And she's like, what, 8?
This whole thing is entirely our fault. We're the ones who should explain everything.
And thus the parade of Phantom Thieves, the parade of Phantom Thieves approached in unison.
What? You guys? What are you doing here?
As I said, I'm sure this would go so well. Also, in case anyone wants to say, well, she's grieving her mom, so it's of course she'd be a little emotionally unstable. Yeah, so here's the problem. I would understand someone having an emotional outburst, like that's completely understandable for someone who experienced the traumatic loss of a loved one, lashing out. I understand that. But from what I understand, it's been some time since she's passed away, and she's directing her anger in the wrong location. And it's clearly not just anger lashing out because she's having trouble processing it. It's been some time since it happened. She's pissed at him because she blames him for her mom's death because she hasn't caught his killer yet. Just like, this can't be excused with just, oh, she's just lashing out. This is just a terrible person.
Who are you?
We were his ride. I'm the guy from the phone.
Huh? And why are...
She's totally suspicious of us. I would be too, but... Sorry to barge in on this, but please, we have to tell you something first.
Why did you come here? I told you, wait until tomorrow.
Well, we are the ones responsible for upsetting your daughter.
Kane-chan, right? We're working a case together, so we were all traveling as a group until he ran off to meet you. Since your father volunteered to handle the driving, he answered the phone instead.
So, when I talked to you...
He was driving us out of Kyoto. We're so sorry we upset you.
Oh, I see. In that case, please excuse my awful behavior. I'm sorry for jumping the gun and making a scene like that.
Whoa, she's so well behaved. She's already more mature than Ryu.
No. Don't fall for this shit. Remember earlier when she just point blank said, where is it? Up here. She said, "You're no father to me. You refuse to face up to anything." She said, "Of course," implying that this is something she said to him before previously, as in, like, this is an ongoing running thing with her relationship with her father, which also explains why he wanted to get here in the first place, because he knows that how important this is to her, how this is a running gag she wants to be there for her. She says this wasn't a one-off. She said that to him before, definitely. Don't come near me again. Like, this was not someone overreacting to one situation. This is clearly a long-running thing with this relationship. I'm not falling for this for even a second.
Shut up. But for real, you sure don't seem like you'd be his kid.
Yeah, she does. They're two peas in a damn pod.
You shut up.
So, Akane-chan, you and your dad made a promise about today, right?
We are so sorry he got here late. That's totally our fault, too.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Akane. I promise. I really did remember it was today. It's just, this case is dragging us all over the place, and...
What's so funny? Also, you told me none of this. Couldn't you have simply explained all this to me before today?
She's ripping into him at an adult level.
To think she's so cold to her father on such a day.
You know how the police can't talk about active cases and stuff, right?
That's right. In the Force, any information about a case that leaks to the public could ruin all our hard work.
Come on, just cut him some slack.
Ryuji!
Sure, I don't got a right to talk. considering all the hell I put my own mom through. But he's taking care of you, right? So don't go biting his head off over this.
Yeah, if I did that to Sojiro, it'd probably take him the better part of the year to recover. I mean, it's not like...
We're not trying to pile on you, though. I'm sure you have your own reasons for what you said.
But his delay really was because of work. Please, at least don't blame him for that.
I mean, I don't know that it's not nothing about this isn't our fault even a little bit. Like this, we didn't just because we answered the phone doesn't mean we are at fault for what happened in this situation. Unless you want to trace it back to us teaming up with him in the first place, in which case that's how far do you want to trace this back to? Because fundamentally, what happened here is you overreacted to a very dumb misunderstanding. Also, here's the question. Why didn't we just, like, answer the phone and then hold the phone up to him to talk? Why did we have to talk into the damn God, she sucked so... This is not our fault. This isn't true. This... God damn it.
I understand. Thank you, Akane-chan.
We especially regret causing trouble on such an important...
We didn't cause...
May we pay our respects as well?
Sure.
Guys, thanks.
Yeah, so next time you get on our ass about literally anything, remember this fucking moment.
Hey, zip on the lips, cat. I am not explaining all this to Akane.
Don't worry, Akane can't hear a thing. Come on, let's go pay our respects.
Hey, Big Brains Zenkichi. Your daughter wouldn't have thought anything was suspicious at all if she just heard the cat meow until you walked up to the cat and started talking to it as if it could hear you. That might raise some alarms. We offered our prayers to the deceased.
So, 2 years. How the time flies. It was...
Well, I should go home.
Oh, well, why don't we go together? I'll order some takeout.
No, thank you. I want nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you...
Hey, Akane!
She's not stopping.
Boy, is she icing Gramps out or what? This isn't just some teen rebel thing.
But she's so polite, too. I really wonder what could have happened.
She's so polite? Were you listening at any point during that conversation?
Hey, sorry about all that. You guys really did save me back there.
That was... Oh, wow.
I've got to get home, but I'll see you all tomorrow. Be in touch. Yeah?
Please no.
By us, but you sure you're good to just go home like that?
Don't worry. She's just at that age, you know?
I know you don't get home too often, but is everything okay there? Akane-chan's eating well and all that?
Yeah, my wife's parents are just next door. She just shuts herself up in her room every day. So, from what they tell me, she always eats in her room. Easy packaged and stuff.
Really? It's that bad?
I'm always at work, so I really don't know anything about her diet.
She's a growing young lady. I hope she's at least eating well.
I mean, I send her money at least. She's already a third year in middle school. I'm pretty sure she's set in her ways.
Yeah. After what we put her through, I want to at least do something nice for her today.
What we put her through... How is any of this getting deflected back to us? The only thing you can blame us for... No, you can't even do that. I was gonna say you could blame us for not giving the phone to Zenkichi, but then I'm like, no, that's not our fault. That's his fault for not saying a damn thing. Yeah.
Her dad's taken decent care of us so far. Why don't we treat him and the kid to a nice meal?
That's a great idea. I'd like to speak more with her. We can even help cook.
Like, we shouldn't have ever... We should never have spoken a word. What we should have done is just press the answer call button on the phone and held the phone up to Zenkichi, and we never should have said a word about anything. We should have all gone quiet, and that would have been the end of it. But for some reason, We all started jibber-jabbering about, and then led us to this situation. Wow, I don't think I've ever hated the character this quickly before. This is a whole new level. This is impressive.
Sounds like we'll need to stay over tonight. Let's make sure we pick up plenty of groceries.
Alright.
We're staying at this turd's house?
Huh?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Wait a minute. You can't just invite yourselves over like that, damn it.
Yeah, we really can't.
Hey, you damn kids. Are you serious?
What is happening?
Am I just talking to myself here?
What is happening? Wow, okay. That was a scene. I'm just stunned by everything that just happened.
Please pass the potatoes.
Oh, of course.
Aw, no need to be so formal with us. We can keep it real.
Real? Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Akane, would you mind helping me cut the carrots?
Okay, sure.
Well, they seem to be getting along in there.
I guess she's warming up to us, huh? I seriously didn't think that could happen when we first met her.
I can no longer sit idly by. I want to help too.
Oh, this should be good.
I'll find an award-winning recipe and...
Chill your circuits, Sophia. The curry always tastes good when you make it together with someone.
Is that so?
I can't believe you've all raided my house like this. You guys have some serious...
I am so lost in how the hell did we get to this point?
I can't remember the last time this place felt so alive.
Hey, so, Gramps? You don't gotta answer if you don't wanna, but what happened with Akane's mom?
Vehicular manslaughter. A hit and run.
So that's what she meant. She said something about the killer too, right? They ever get caught?
No case was ever pursued. Any suspect is way out of my reach. It's none of your concern.
Sure, but
Hey, would you help put the finishing touches on this?
Come on, off to work. It better be worth the hassle.
So good. Oh, these vegetables in Kyoto make curry so amazing.
How do we end up house crashing Zenkichi and his bitch of a daughter? How did this happen? I'm not falling for the whole, oh, she's so polite chick. I'm not falling for that for even a second. You heard how she spoke to, and again, I don't like, let me reiterate, let me make it perfectly clear. I don't like Zenkichi at all. In fact, I quite hate him. But the things she was saying towards him are completely unjustified and not worthy of it at all. It's not like he's some deadbeat dad who just, like, beats the shit out of her. Well, let me cover my bases. Right now, it doesn't seem like he's a deadbeat dad who beats the shit out of her. It seems like he's trying his best with the hand he's been dealt, as he was talking about not being home a lot because of his line of work and all that. It doesn't seem like he's deliberately trying to be a horrible father. It just sounds like he's caught in a bad spot doing the best he can. And blaming him for mom dying by saying you didn't catch his killer and everything else she said, I'm not buying the whole, oh, she's so polite. I don't know. No. Just no. No.
Let me try. This is delicious. I'll have to report this back to Sojiro.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's room for at least one of either Ryuji or Yusuke to sit on the couch. How did they draw the short straw and end up on the floor? Well, I mean, Yusuke, I understand. But Ryuji?
yeah, I knew he'd lose it.
Can't we put Zenkichi on the floor?
Curry that moves diners to tears? I wish I could try it.
Also, there's enough room for if Sophia's head would move. There's enough room for another chair on this side of the table.
How would that even work?
I want some too, but it's still too hot.
Don't worry, Morgana. We'll be sure to leave some for you too.
The brains of the operation thinks of everything.
I will say this. It's a very nice touch that we're all eating food, but Akane is just sitting there with her hand clenched, not touching it at all. That's a very nice detail.
I'm quite jealous of you, Meowgana.
Excuse me? Meowgana! Who were you talking to? Just myself. Anyway, how's our curry, Akane-chan? Do you like it?
It appears she hasn't touched it yet.
Is it good, Akane?
It's delicious.
Good. I'm glad.
We'd better keep our mouths shut here, Sophia.
Oh, man.
The caramel eggplant gives the curry an amazing flavor. I'm getting inspired. Oh good, I got a recipe.
Did you just come up with a new dish? I can't wait to try it out.
It's gonna be a burning reminder of that time I spent a night at Zenkichi's house. I'm never making it.
Hey, time for another round.
Not today, Futaba. I'm taking another helping first.
All right, break it up. There's still more than enough to go around.
It really is good. Do you think I could make it by myself?
And again, Zenkichi's still not on the floor! How did I end up on the floor and not Zenkichi?
I agree. You're very quick to learn. You'll be a curry master in no time.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Oh, I've got an idea. Want to take a bath later, Akane-chan?
Huh? A bath?
That's the best way for us girls to get to know each other better. I can teach you all the supermodel secrets to glowing skin.
Really? Oh, that'd be great.
I'd like to learn those too. Mind if I join?
I'm not buying this!
Come on, how big do you think the bathroom is here?
Well, I would have assumed that they would have gone to a bathhouse somewhere in town. I automatically assumed that they weren't gonna shove all of them into the same tiny bathtub. I assumed they were gonna go out in town to a bathhouse. But more importantly, I don't buy her little act. I'm not buying it. I saw how she acted at that gravesite.
You really
I'm not buying it.
Back there. The place may be cramped, but it's yours for the night.
Great, just what I always wanted, to spend the night at Zenkichi's house. My favorite.
Who the hell would ever guess the Phantom Thieves are a bunch of softies?
If someone is suffering, it's only right to provide aid when possible.
Yeah, we just do what we know we gotta do.
Help the weak and crush the strong. That's the Phantom Thieves way, and always will be.
And we never forget when someone provides us a meal or a roof. Ever.
Oh, really?
Well, he didn't provide us either.
I still wanted to thank you guys properly. It's been a long time since I've seen Akane so happy.
We forced ourselves in here. He didn't voluntarily provide us anything.
So, Gramps, about what we were saying earlier.
Sorry. A whole day's driving, finally catching up to me. You were saying, Sakamoto?
Oh, you don't get to play the tired card now after everything that's happened. You don't get to pull that card now.
It's nothing.
Sorry, but I gotta hit the hay. Would you guys mind hanging out with Akane in her room for a bit? She's into some kind of online thing lately. Something to do with some show about her faves? Clearly, I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure she'd be happy to fill you guys in on it.
Is whatever this online thing is gonna make me cringe out of existence? Please let the answer to that be no.
Roger that. We got you covered. Hear that? We've accepted a mission.
Did we? This is a mission? Man, our standards have dropped significantly if this is what constitutes a mission. We waited for the ladies to finish their bath and headed to Akane's room. Okay. Oh boy.
Good God!
So, this is...
Ah!
And... yeah.
What? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Of course. Of course she's a massive fan of the fan. We have merchandise? Since when do we have merchandise? What? Okay, so our business partner's daughter is a Phantom Thieves fangirl. Oh my god, this is the best episode we've had so far. This is great. This is just oh my god, I'm having a blast right now. This is.
Is this really all Phantom Thieves merch?
How can you? I didn't even know we had merch until just now.
I didn't even know they made this much stuff.
Exactly.
They are.
We didn't sign off on this.
Pretty sure some of these were only posted on super obscure websites too.
There are even some handmade ones.
It's too much, isn't it? I know, it's lame.
No, that's not it, Akane-chan. You're into the Phantom Thieves, yeah?
I can't.
Well,
You've gotta be kidding me. Makoto's giving us all a loaded expression.
Oh, neat. We're all the same then.
huh? You mean you're...
Yup, we're, huge Phantom Thieves fans.
Oh my god.
Right. I love the Phantom Thieves. Go Phantom Thieves! Change their hearts and
Your acting is horrible. Why are you talking? You of all people are not the one we need to sell this lie. Should we do it? Should we just rip the band-aid off? Let's do it, why not?
I guess your hairdos actually do remind me of them. I'm into the Phantom Thieves because they seem like the only ones changing this crappy world for the better. They're not just fighting with their lives to save the people in trouble. They inspire people to be stronger too.
Wait, is that? Hold on. Is that that little thing behind all the creepy dolls? Yeah, no, that's a Morgana plushie, or not a plushie, then a thing. That's a Morgana thing. She knows about Morgana. She knows there's a cat on the Phantom Thieves, and didn't think it was weird that we were talking to a cat earlier, and that our haters remind her of the. What?
They've got up to 8 or 9 members, but all their identities are still a mystery.
I can't. This isn't.
From the footage gathered online, they all seem so cool. I can't help but wonder who they really are.
Oh, this isn't happening.
Especially the one who's always in the middle. I think he's the leader. He's so mysterious and dreamy.
What
Oh.
the fuck is happening?
You really do like the Phantom Thieves, huh?
Damn, Akane-chan is so awesome.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to rant like that.
It's no problem at all. I'd love to hear more about the Phantom Thieves.
Great! Oh, you know, maybe I could let you in on the show.
I think we've seen enough.
What show?
It's a live stream that's sort of all about the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, how interesting.
Oh, great. Are you going to show us the Phantom Thieves podcast?
Like a great show. Okay, just give me a sec. It's almost time.
It's been some time since we last met, fellow Phantom Freaks.
Why? What is happening? What are we doing? I'm not even kidding. This is the best episode so far. This is just non-stop. This just constant things. I just bumped the damn mic. That's how much I'm losing my mind right now. Just constant bombshells. Insanity unfolding non-stop. This is great. I can't. Oh my god.
Let us enjoy our time together tonight, Phantom Thieves superfans across the world.
She mentioned a stream, but I didn't realize she was the streamer.
What? It's like a totally different personality.
So this is the online thing she's into?
I think she's doing the voice for that action figure.
Is she copying you?
Are you not supposed to be aiming that at, you know, the camera on the laptop for your live stream? Are you aware of how live streaming works?
It is time to express our gratitude for the Phantom Thieves from the bottom bottom of our hearts.
What the
Channel
fuck
has
is this?
over 50,000 subscribers.
Really?
Easily a mid-tier account. I bet she's pulling in a decent income from this.
What the fuck? This isn't real. This can't be happening. What are we doing?
Oh, really? Should I go be a special guest?
Yes. Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
Supporters of the Phantom Thieves beyond the fan site alone.
It's embarrassing to admit, but it feels kind of nice.
My dear freaks, I'm sure you're aware of the Phantom Thieves' celebrated comeback. As of today, 3 more incidents fitting their MO have surfaced across Japan. This is cause
How is
for
this
celebration.
real?
Let us welcome the return of the Phantom Thieves with open arms.
She really acts the part.
I don't think she's acting.
Just in an extra good mood? Her dad did come home today.
Yeah.
Have to
Did you
She reminds me of when my own dad would finally come home.
did you not see how she acted earlier today when her dad you
Really? You streamed like this too? What did you call it? Fist of the Phantom channel?
You really want to find out?
No. Sorry.
Well, that's basically what an episode's like.
That was great. You're an excellent showrunner. The spectators seemed really into it too.
Wait, hold on. She's a streamer with 50,000 subscribers, running it off one dinky little laptop without a microphone or a background. I get the kid. She wasn't even aiming it at the damn laptop.
Oh, thanks. I've been doing these ever since the Phantom Thieves first popped up last year.
How exactly did we never hear about this?
Kids these days are so impressive.
God.
Really, Grandma? I admit, my grades are kind of slipping. I should probably scale back on the live streams for a bit, especially with high school entrance exams coming up and all.
In that case, would you like some help studying?
You mean it?
Of course. Would anyone mind?
Oh, thank you.
I can't. This is too much. This is too much.
Fantasies anytime you deal with factorization.
Wow, thanks, Makoto-san. You're a really good teacher.
I'm glad to hear this is helping. Okay, on to the next one.
Good thing we left this to Makoto. No way we would have been any help.
Yeah, they weren't exactly falling over themselves for us to help out anyway.
Thank you so much for doing all this for me.
Oh, it's the least I could do. We had to make up for intruding last minute and everything.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, like, I'm glad you did. It's been a long time since I hung out with someone.
What about your friends?
Well, I grew up in Tokyo, so I don't really have any friends here.
Really? I thought your father was in the Kyoto police.
After Mom's accident, he transferred here from Tokyo. He said it's because my grandparents live here.
He seems like a good dad. He probably didn't want you to be all alone all the time.
Okay, he moved. He transferred his whole life here just so you could be near her parents. And I guess I can't scroll back or let it fall. And you still had the audacity to say you want nothing to do with him anymore? That he's not a father? Are you kidding? Why do you suck so much?
Yeah, that's not it. He just wants to blow me off and go get drunk every night.
You-
Not just that. Mom was murdered, and he won't... I'm sorry.
It's not that he won't, it's that he can't. There's a difference.
It's alright. You've been through so much, Akane-chan.
You're putting me in a position where I have to simp for Zenkichi. How did this happen?
I've just been so depressed ever since Mom died. I wasn't having fun with stuff like I used to. Before I even knew it, all my friends had ditched me.
I see.
But nowadays, I'm doing a lot better thanks to my subscribers. But when I'm not streaming, I get really lonely.
You wanna know something? I lost my mother when I was young.
Huh?
At that point, my father had to raise my sister and me all by himself. Not only that, he was a police officer too. He would always be home so late, if at all. It happened so often that I really believed for a while that he didn't care about us.
Oh.
But one day, he was struck by a vehicle during an investigation, and he passed away.
I had no idea.
I had so many regrets at that point. I especially wished I'd shared more with my father. He had worked so hard for our family and the public, and I never thanked him at all for it. I just thought over and over, there's so much I wish I could say. I know it's not my place to speak on your father and your relationship, but even still, I wish you could find a way to not blame your father for his work.
But he... It's nothing. Sorry.
If it's okay with you, would you tell me what happened between you and your father?
I saw him. The man that ran Mom over.
What?
But they never arrested him. His secretary left behind some suicide note. Apparently it said, "I'm the one who ran over that woman."
That doesn't... If the police had an eyewitness, they'd never make such a huge error in their investigation.
That's what he said. At first. Eventually, he gave up on it too. Him and the rest of the police. None of them listened to me. And I told them so many times. Why? Because I'm just some kid? The guy who killed my mom is still out there!
Akane-chan,
He doesn't care about Mom anymore. He doesn't care about me.
Okay, it's very obvious neither of those things are true.
He's just trying to find the next woman so he can get out.
Whoa, what the...
I know he thinks I'm just in the way.
Okay, we need to stop this dead and we need to roll back right quick. None of what you're saying is true to even a minor degree.
I wish anyone but him was my father.
stop. There is absolutely no way that your father doesn't care about you. I know you've suffered a lot, Akane-chan, but I really believe there has to be some sort of explanation for this. Hasegawa-san may seem like he doesn't care, but I have a feeling he does. In his own way. Just a bit ago, he went through a lot of effort trying to reunite a lost boy with his mom. He's been there for us as well.
But that's just...
I really mean it when I say Hasegawa-san reminds me of my own father.
Are you serious?
Even when I couldn't see him, he was always giving it his all for my sister and I. His family was always on his mind. And that's why I think your father's always working so hard as well, Akane-chan.
Really?
His face looks so much happier when you're around. It's completely different from when he's out in the world. That should prove just how important you are to him. You're the biggest thing in his world. Pushing him away isn't going to make you feel any better. It's only going to hurt you more. Instead, you should tell him how you really feel. Tell him everything, so you can't regret it later. No matter what you have to say, I know he'll listen to you. I'm sorry. I just wanted to help.
No, that's not it. My mom, she...
Please, forgive me. I really didn't mean to do this to you. Feel free to talk with me anytime you want. I'll be there for you whenever you need it.
I'm not buying this. Nah, I'm not buying this for even a second.
Why is Akane crying?
Ah! Every time! You pop your little head out of my pocket, be like, hey, why is she crying, Hugh?
Okay, I've got it. Akane-chan,
Thank goodness Makoto was here.
That poor girl.
Both Akane and Gramps are really torn up inside.
We ought to get to bed. We've got a long journey ahead of us tomorrow.
Yeah, my heart's all warm and fuzzy now. I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
I have some things to say when this scene is over. Oh, is it over now? Oh, I guess it's over.
Those kids.
Okay, so I have some things to say before we're gonna end the episode here. That was a doozy. But before yes, I would like to say my current progress. Wow, that was okay. So, let's talk, shall we? I'm not buying that bullshit for even a second. Here's why. So she's a massive fan of the Phantom Thieves. Why do you think that is? Well, what she told us is that we are the ones who are quote-unquote tearing down society. Now, what I read when I hear that is when you combine that with what she said about how she clearly has an avid distaste for her father and his business because they didn't listen to her about her mother's death. She clearly has problems with law enforcement and the current system as it stands. So, the reason why she is such a fan of the Phantom Thieves, I can guarantee you, is because we are the ones who are standing against the corrupt system that exists right now. We're standing against where we're like, yeah, I don't buy your sense of bullshit justice. We're making our own justice, and we're doing your job for you, and we're doing it better by going into the jails and doing all this stuff. So she's like, they're rebelling against the system. I like them. I'm going to support them. And she completely misses the point of what the Phantom Thieves are actually all about, which is helping the innocent and helping the innocent and freeing them from these evil overlords. Being that in the case of Persona 5, where we did that for, pieces of shit like Kamoshida, or in this case where we're freeing people from their own monarch prison kind of thing. So I think she completely misses the point of what the Phantom Thieves are actually all about, and she just likes us for entirely surface-level reasons of, they're rebelling against the system. That's cool. I like them. 2 thumbs up. And that's all there is to it. And I guarantee you what's going to happen is once she eventually finds out that we're working with Zenkichi as technically partners with the law enforcement, which is whatever. We're technically partnered up with them on this case, as much as I hate to admit that we're partnered with Zenkichi. We are, and once she finds that out, she's gonna go activate rage mode, and I'll even say, she's probably gonna have a jail of her own. She'll probably have a jail of her own, probably have to infiltrate it, and she's gonna be like, you have turned against society, you're not who I thought you were, Phantom Thieves, and she's gonna sick her subscribers on us or whatever, and we're probably gonna have to fight her. We're probably gonna have to fight her in a boss battle. That's probably gonna be what happens here. So, putting that aside, that episode is the most fun I've had playing this game so far, which is saying something because I've really been enjoying the game until this point. The gameplay has captured my attention significantly more than Persona 5 Royal did. And this is easily the best story segment we've had so far. That was a roller coaster from start to finish, my god. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Okay, well, and wouldn't you believe it if I told you that we're not even done yet, because they're going to get another episode later today to kind of get things back on track since we missed Monday's episode. So, yeah, look forward to another episode today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. I'll be catch you all later today for some more Persona 5 Strikers. Goodbye.